Hey, it's no hesitation. I wanted to make a video talking about, and previously on my other videos, I was kind of talking about specifically to consciously remind yourself of who you are, to consciously remind yourself the character, whatever it is that you're trying to embody, whatever it is that you're trying to chase, or the types of goals, how to consciously remind yourself, why did you even begin this journey, right? Now it's more about, okay, well, if you've been doing all the steps, all the visualizations, doing all these things consistently, sometimes a lot of people have this type of issue where it's like, okay, what do I do now? Right? You're consciously doing exactly what you need to be doing. You're consciously having this amazing routine. You're being consistent. But where do I go from here? And this is the thing that you need to understand first off, is that's literally it. You're supposed to continue maintaining yourself as that character. A lot of people think that something needs to happen. A lot of people think that something around you or some problem, whatever the case may be, needs to happen for you to work on. But the thing is, the moment that you are already embodying as this character, the moment that you're already taking the exact actions that you have to do, all it is basically, and I've basically explained this analogy before with, like, everybody's like a temperature, and the more you consciously embody of this new version of yourself, of this character that you're trying to be, the more you start rising that temperature. And the thing is, once you already have rise that type of temperature, you have to keep that temperature as long as you can, as much as you can, until your outer world starts to show up. The moment that, around you starts to flourish and grow, you got to understand that it takes a while, and I heard a guy that he was talking about this, especially with the temperature. And he talked about how, a lot, like, you got to think about it like this. Imagine if you're, it's cold in your house and you're changing that thermostat and it's like 40 degrees. Negative 40 degrees, right? It's fucking cold in the house. And now you're trying to change it to 40 degrees, right? You're trying to heat the house up and you're trying to raise it, but then you only see that now it went to 0 instead of 40 degrees. And you're like, fuck this. Like, the thermometer isn't even working well. It's not rising. It's taking too long. And the thing is like, when you look at that person, you're like, he's fucking weird. You just be patient. Just wait for that to start rising, and eventually that type of temperature will come. And the thing is, it's the same thing. It's the same understanding of, like, you got to understand, you have to stop messing with the thermostat. You have to stop messing with whatever it is. If you're constantly seeking for more information, if you're consciously trying to be like, oh, well, I don't know what I got to do next. What you already know. You got to understand that, like I said, as soon as you embody as this character, everything else will come. Everything else will follow. All the answers will come to you, whether it is from you consciously clicking on this video, whether it is you overhearing a conversation by someone, or you seeing an opportunity and you decided to take this opportunity. You got to understand, like, you do not control yourself. You do not control your decisions. The only thing you can control is your inner self. Your inner self, which is the temperature. You're the only one that can change that temperature and change your environment around you. But it all, like I said, it all starts within you. And the moment that you already are and you're changing that is the moment that you have to stay still, is the moment of not to think, oh, well, what's next? Or what do I got to do? Because you got to, damn, you got to understand, man, this is the quietness, the parts where you aren't sure what's going on, is the moment where things start to move around you, is the moment where there's stuff moving in the background and in the curtains, and they're setting up that stage for you, for that person, for you, and they're setting it up. But right now the curtains are covered. You're not too sure what the fuck is going on, but it's going to be a amazing play, right? That's the moment where all you have to do is sit and relax. It's not about, oh God, what's going on? Worry. There's no point. There's no point of you to worry about anything. I'm telling you, everything will naturally come. The right people, the right friends, the right circumstances will come. Is it difficult? Of course it is. It is difficult to consciously keep that temperature, to consciously continue embodying as this person. But you know what's the best thing you can do? Start to journal. I think one of the most amazing impacts for me that I've been doing now consistently is journaling my life. Even making videos itself, bro. Go make videos about yourself. Even if it's not about posting it on YouTube, but more about you creating it, so you can start to look back and see where you were at from the beginning. Because this is the thing. Once you embody this type of person, once you are this type of character, it feels natural. Everything completely feels completely natural to you, so you don't realize anything. It's like, you know, once you get this brand new car, at first you're like, oh shit, like this is fucking nice, blah blah blah. You know, you start showing your friends. Fucking give it about a month later, you're not even doing that. A month or 2 months later, like, you know, you were maintaining the car. Now it's like you don't even give a shit about the car anymore, in a sense. Like, you start to see like it didn't give you that same joy when you first have it. And the thing is, that new character is like this. You don't realize that, like, that's just normal. That's simple. So that's why you have to consciously stack your wins. You have to make videos, write down on your notepad everything that you've done, everything from when you first started to now. So when you look back, you're like, holy shit, I did change. Holy shit, I just transformed. Like, I was just doing this and now I'm doing this. Like, even if it's subtle, like even making your bed, like that for me was the biggest changes. Is like, and I stacked that one and I was excited. And a lot of people were like, you know, me saying that, a lot of people be saying like, that's fucking weird. Like, you're excited that you just made your bed? Yes, because it's something that I've never done in my life. I was always a messy motherfucker. I wasn't organized. And now that I am, it's something that is so subtle, but it's like, holy shit, I am changing. And when you consciously know that and you remind yourself, holy shit, I just did this. You know what it does? It gives you the motivation to keep pushing forward. It gives you more energy to keep striving for more success. It's like this, man. It's like going to the gym. It's like going to the gym. It's like you started, you know, I don't know if you're fat or skinny, but like it's like starting from there, and then 6 months from now you're slightly more jacked or whatever it is. You really worked hard to be this man, and now that you're fucking lean, you're shredded, whatever the case may be, when you look at your pictures, you're like, that's fucking crazy. In the matter of 6 months, I was this, and now I'm this. Imagine what I can do in another next 6 months. Imagine what I can do if I keep maintaining this temperature, if I keep maintaining this person that I am embodying, if I keep visualizing consistently. Bro, I'm telling you, that is what's going to give you that energy to keep pushing forward and move forward towards your life. So I'm telling you this, it's not about seeking. You shouldn't be seeking for anything. You should be going back to your inner world and consciously making sure that your temperature is always high and is always vibrating high. That you're not consciously fucking turning it up and down and just fucking going crazy with it, because then you're not moving anywhere. It's like you're consciously putting the address and you're going different directions instead of just focusing on the direction that you need to be. So it's one of the, like I said, it's one of the things that have made a tremendous impact for me and that has changed my life. And I think the moment you start to realize, like, look how much I've done, the moment you start to realize, like, everything will naturally come, is the moment that you start to realize, like, no need for me to be scared. No, like, this scarcity, this worriness of like, because the thing is, like, a lot of people think that something needs to happen consistently every single time. A lot of people think that you need to struggle every fucking time for you to get that reward. Like, you gotta hustle like a motherfucker. You really don't. You really don't. It's like, that's not how life is. I'm not saying it's not gonna be easy. I'm not saying that. It is difficult. But what I'm trying to say is, you need to just relax. You need to, like I said, you need to relax. You need to sit down. You need to just let things play out. And eventually, you will play your part. Eventually, they will call your name on the stage and you will go up. But it's just a matter of time. You need to understand that time does not exist. You just need to be patient. And eventually, you start to see how little things start to appear in your life. Like for me, like I explained, me making my bed, I stacked that win. Me going to the gym consistently now, I stacked that win. Me eating much more healthier, I stacked that win. And eventually, all these good things, they're like rocks, right? Imagine they're rocks. All these amazing things that are happening for me, and I'm stacking these rocks. Eventually, it will become a mountain. Understand what I'm trying to say? Eventually, it will become a mountain. As soon as you continue stacking these wins, eventually it will be so big that it will completely transform you. You'll realize, like, all these little wins is what led to this big win, this big opportunity. Sometimes you have to face through and complete small battles to be able to defeat that dragon. You understand? So it's more like that. It's more like, well, I should be facing the dragon now. Like, no. I'm telling you, be patient. You will eventually face it, and when you do slay it, you'll be rewarded for it.